Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barrett in Seattle, Washington, joined today, as always, on this Tell the Truth Wednesday by the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, my co-host, Jennifer Falah-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how was your Tuesday?
Tuesday, great, busy.
Yeah.
Productive day.
Always busy, always productive. I've been busy too. Sorry about my hair. I don't know what's going on with it today.
Geez, God.
It looks weird. I look like Eddie Munster or something.
Oh my goodness.
I got to get a haircut. All right. Welcome, guys, back again. Hi, Ron Davidoff. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, AJ. Hi, Robert Charles Zem. Love you guys. I'm glad you're here. All right, Jen, let's do a quick Gentel update because you said Durham is going to be a big deal this week if he testifies. Well, as of now, he's scheduled to testify tomorrow. So that could be a very big deal. We're looking for him to say something that will send shockwaves reverberating around the world or change things, hopefully, in a new direction. It's you, Mary Elena. It's if it's blurry, it's you because it looks good here. Jen looks a little blurry, but she always does. So I thought that was kind of exciting, kind of interesting. I mean, we all kind of knew he was going to do that, but the issue is now that it's on the table. So conversely, there's other people saying, oh, well, the RV was supposed to happen this week and it's not going to happen this week. And then you got guys like Mark. By the way, happy birthday to the original Mark Z. He is 56 years old today. Happy birthday, Mark. That's a sexy age for a man. And have a great birthday out there in Puerto Rico, and I will see you soon. So everybody send Mark some good wishes on Twitter or Facebook or Telegram or wherever you might follow Mark. He is a great guy. He's going to have a great birthday today. I called in this morning on his birthday. It was fun. So on the RV front, you know, you get half the people saying, oh, a 3-day weekend is the perfect time to do it. And then the other half say, well, it's never going to happen on a 3-day weekend because it's a holiday. So I guess the issue, the kind of the thing I want to know is, or what we're thinking is, do we still expect to have some interesting stuff happen this weekend? Because Mark and others are saying that they're hearing that, the RV type thing will start to really get going this weekend. What do you think? Any feedback on that?
American holiday.
Yeah, it's an American holiday.
Is it a holiday in Iraq?
No, it's not a holiday in Iraq.
It's not.
Curious. Curious. Oh.
I say 29th. I don't know. That's what I've been getting, but
Well, yeah, the 29th is Monday, Memorial Day after the Indianapolis 500. So
something happened on Saturday, something happened on Sunday, following the trends, it really just doesn't seem to manifest. So I say Monday.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, and we are not doing a show on Monday because Jen doesn't want to. She wants to go out on a lake and drink and barbecue.
First of all, I don't drink, okay? It makes me sick, and I don't like it, okay?
Yeah. Jen will not be having any margaritas on the
only
boat.
time I drink is if I'm camping or in Vegas. Okay, that's about it.
That's when you drink. Okay. All right, good. Anything else you want to follow up on over the last couple of days that, I mean, it's really up and down in my Telegram. People go up, people go down. You got people trying to throw cold water on it. Oh, I work for a major bank and there's nothing like that happening. There's no quantum financial system. Well, you're not going to see it at the bank.
Yeah, they're not going to let you in on it, buddy, because you can't be trusted with the information. Okay.
Yeah, and believe me, I listen in on calls from like vice presidents and presidents of major banks that you've heard of, major national American banks, and they all know it's true, and they're talking about it.
Just because somebody's not privy to that doesn't mean, maybe they're keeping him in the dark for a reason.
Well, and again, people at the lower levels or even the technical levels, you're not going to see it because that system, if it even exists, thank you, Chris Iverson, it is real, Batman. Even if it exists, the QFS, let's assume it exists, it's outside the bank. Okay, it's not going to be in your bank. Your bank is going to be connected to it. The accounts that you think are controlled by you are going to be monitored by the QFS on a separate system. So
right. So the banks may be in the loop for the new money, the gold-backed money, and a new system to handle all of that. But you're going to have this other account outside of the banks, and then you would transfer money into the banks into normal accounts, like always.
Right.
Certain people aren't going to know.
Now, Jen, sorry, I should put your Gentel banner up here because we're kind of forcing you to Gentel here, even though you don't really like to Gentel.
I don't really have any. I've got some interesting tidbits, though.
Well,
Baratel, what the hell was that?
Baratel. That's when I have information.
Trying to copy me.
Well, who came up with the term Gentel again?
You did.
I forget whose term. Who could trademark or copyright that if they really wanted to? Me, this guy. I guess what I want to ask you is, there are some people who think that the banks are going to behave just exactly the same way that they behave today after this switch. In other words, you still got to watch your money. You got to watch what you sign. You got to make sure they aren't going to steal your money. All this stuff. Is that true, or there really is going to be new monitoring systems in place and banking is going to be different? I think you've said in the past that banking will be different the way they treat you, right?
Yes. The fee structure, the interest structures, that's all going to be different. But, think about it. People are going to start to lose trust in the banks. They already have. They're starting to pull their money out. And there's been a huge wave for quite a while now, people moving into silver and gold, doing lots of things like that. The banks are really pushing now. I'm getting emails about wealth management and all this stuff. And I'm like, what makes you think I'm wealthy, dude? Like, I need wealth management.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to manage the bills. Okay.
Isn't that people that are wealthy that they manage their wealth?
Right. You pretty much have to have wealth in order to do that. But just think about it logically. They're going to want your business back. They're going to be very good for you. They're going to make sure that they don't do anything to make you run again. So I'm not real concerned about that. I always saw like this initial blip where everything kind of blacks out for a short period of time. Everybody panics for about an hour or two or whatever, or a day even. And then the information comes up that, hey, this is what's happened. So it's short-lived because so you're going to run this intricate operation and plan, and most of the time keep everybody in the dark and pretty much safe, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden everything goes to hell, and we allow chaos. Listen, if you have chaos with the public, you can't control anything. And all your work is for nothing. So stop listening to all the fear mongers. Make good financial decisions. If you're worried about it, put it somewhere else. Wait it out. But you're not just talking about banking is important because you're not just talking about people on a personal level. You're talking about businesses. You're talking, and people say, oh, there'll be no credit cards. Okay, well, what about all the expense accounts? And what about being able to buy things from other countries and from online and all the automatic, purchases that businesses use? Okay, so we have to get back to business as usual, but better. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay. Whenever I want to stack up a bunch of questions and stuff, I can just ask Jen a question, and then I know I've got 5 minutes solid to find chat and stuff, because Jen will give you a complete answer at all times. By the way, how'd your show go on? Speaking of sucking the air out of a room, how did your show go on Monday night with Candace? I watched teeny tiny little bit of it in between working on other projects. How did it go? Did you guys have a good time?
Oh yeah, we always have a good time. Didn't really have a topic, but just started talking about everything. Took some questions. Phil was live at the same time, so the live numbers weren't that great. But who cares? They'll pick it up later.
Yeah, they do pick up later, and that's really what matters. Plus, it's for some reason I think we do great here in this time slot. People say you would do better in the evening, but I don't find that to be the case. So just
I have time and time again with the radio station. You know, a lot of people are at work. If you really want live numbers, you should go when people are home. So yeah, I have seen that night slot, especially a Sunday night slot. You really want to pull them in. Good timing.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm busy on Sunday night doing stuff.
Are you busy on Sunday night?
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of people. You guys think I got people in my business asking for me? These people in this house, I don't even know if they could do anything for themselves. I swear to God, they can't find anything. They can't cook anything. I just have to. I should go away for a week and just see if they survive. You know.
I bet they don't. I bet they would all just
click in. It'll click in.
They would all just die. Okay, Jen, I want to run. There's two things I want to talk to you about before we turn it over, because we have we have a tight time frame today because I was late. My fault. I apologize. I was working on a project. Victoria, if you're watching, I was working, and I just got in late. But I want to ask you two questions. One of them is about this. There was a new thing posted on Twitter, and I'm going to show you a picture. I just want you to tell me what it is.
Okay.
So, can you see that? Can everybody see that? Here, let me turn the chat.
That is a reflection on a window. Jeez. Do you see the window? It's still a window.
Yeah, maybe. This is supposed to be outside. Picture taken outside.
Okay, well, people lie.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been presented with so many paranormal UFO photos over time, and that is a reflection on the window.
Don't look at the comments. This is reposted by a guy named Mick West. This is from the latest from Jeremy Corbell, who I want to like, but I think he's increasingly becoming a clown. And for some reason, this guy has like 200,000 Twitter followers and is putting out, UAP, fuck UAP, it's UFOs, pictures and stuff like that. And Jen, you want to know where this is?
Where?
29 Palms, California.
That's interesting. Anyway, that's a reflection on a window.
Well, it could be, or is it flares? It could be flares.
I don't think so. What I'm really seeing there over that is a car window.
Yeah, I never thought about that either. It could be a reflection off a car window. At any rate, it's being passed off as a UFO, and it appears to be flares. I will tell you this: I think there are other photographs of the same formation. That's just pictures of ghost images. There are pictures of the same formation. I do think it is in the air, but it's the same thing from behind, from another place. So it's they're flare. You can see the streaks here where there's flares.
Well,
I think they're flares or a reflection off a car window or both. Jen, probably what happened is they took a picture of these flares from the opposite side of the hill through a car window is what I think you're seeing. So I can totally concur with your opinion of that. But, people are trying to pass this shit off as UFOs, alien spacecraft. And I thought it was interesting because it was at 29 Palms, which you told us to watch for, or Michael told us to watch for 3-4 weeks ago. So this is the second or third thing. Also, there's a Marine test base there where they test weapons. So no, not TR3B. If you look at those, so what you got is you've got this night vision image where you see the streaks. They're flares that those parachute flares that do this, and they come down and from one side, and if you flip the two images over, they match up exactly. So it's just flares dropped. And frankly, I think the military drops flares in these V formations just to fuck with people sometimes. I don't trust
the photo. You could have had light coming in through the vehicle from something behind the vehicle, reflecting on that window. They took a picture. Then they zoomed into the picture with some kind of filter that looks like night vision and said, see, it's really there. I don't trust it.
Yeah. No, it's not a real UFO.
Now, if you've got a car that's kind of coming behind or going or is behind in another lane. And those two headlights are reflecting. And then they moved when they took the picture. And then later they said, oh, I took a picture of 29 Pies. Oh, my God, there's a picture there. And let's zoom in and let's use this filter. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. But I'm tired of George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell trying to pass off stuff that's pretty easily explainable as UFOs. And then they go on and try to get all this FaceTime on CNN and stuff like that. And it's like, run it by some people.
People don't really take the time. Over the years, many, many years, I've been presented with so many ghost photos, UFO photos, Bigfoot, all kinds of stuff. People send it to me. What do you think about this? They don't really take the time to think, and especially when you're traveling in a car, they're like, well, there's lights there. Where did that come from? Well, it's from the car that was passing you when you took the picture, and it came in and it hit on your window, and you took the picture, and it's on the window, and it moved, and now you got 4 dots instead of 2, and they don't take the time to analyze what's going on or to debunk it, and then they put it out there, and they're really just trying to get attention.
I think they're just trying, and it's like I think most of the time they even know that they're not UFOs, but they just want to put it out there. So it doesn't remind me. I had my sister-in-law's daughter. This is back in like the 1990s. Had a horsey, and I think on her 14th, just before her 14th birthday, her horse died. And her mom took a picture of her in the backyard. It was at night with her birthday cake and her birthday candles a week or 2 later. And standing next to her, you could see the outline of the horse. And that was film.
Was it red?
No, it was kind of a golden yellowish.
Okay. Now when you're using a film camera and there's really, all of that, and you like print it out, I'm more inclined to believe that, but I really look at those pictures and see if there's any kind of consciousness there, and that's when I feel it. If I feel it and I kind of get this whoa feeling, then it's accurate. But when I was a little girl, we go, if you want me to tell the story, because it's freaking awesome.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so
some people asked to see the UFO photo one more time, so I'm going to do that while you're talking. So go ahead.
Okay. When I was a little girl, everybody had like 2 to 5 acres. We all had horses, stuff like that. We went out across the street and down to my parents' friend's house. And the most accurate ghost photo I've ever seen, they did this in Polaroid. Okay, we printed out the Polaroids. Their daughter was dancing at night outside on the patio. And they took picture after picture of her. And dancing next to her was an Indian woman in full dress. And when I looked at that, there's no way that it's not like, okay, there's just no way. It wasn't a blurb. It was a red, full Indian woman doing all this dancing and stuff. And there was picture after picture of this woman. And they sent it to Ripley's Believe It or Not. Ripley's Believe It or Not sent it back and said, well, we just really can't tell if this is like what. But when I looked at that photo, it scared me to the core of my being as a kid, and I knew that was real, and that was a trip.
So it scared you in the sense that you knew the spirit world was real.
I looked at the first one and I knew basically who that Indian woman was. That's why I knew. And there's no way with just Rayanne dancing on. So it's not like a film rule where you could like superimpose or develop it wrong and another picture of an Indian woman. It was a Polaroid.
Yeah, how are you going to do that? Yeah, exactly.
It's outside. There's nothing but grass and trees. There's no way you could see the buttons. You could see the fringe. You could see the thing in her, the flower. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the sweetest thing. You just could see that the horsey was there for her birthday.
Well, our animals are more present with us than humans who pass. And I'm always surprised. We still see our animals. My daughter, she'll see things like you. I'm looking at you. She comes out of the guest room the other day. She goes, oh, Hunter's in the guest room. Well, that's our cat that died like 3 years ago. Like, why is he still here? Well, his buddy Charlie's still here. you know.
Not because of you, but because of Charlie. So.
We always see him like laying on the couch or laying somewhere, and you walk by and you see him straight on, and then you're like, and he's gone, because your brain made him disappear.
Yeah.
But interesting stuff. Oh, and I have something to say in a very cryptic way. How do I say this? Okay. I made a purchase online, totally legally, by the way. I lost some money from that purchase. And I never received what I purchased. And what I purchased was something that we refer to as IVAN.
Oh, okay.
And I received an official letter from an organization that starts with an F, and then we have a D, and then we have an A.
Oh.
That told me that my purchase has been destroyed. And there's nothing further I need to do. Of course, I read every... I thought I was in trouble. So I read every word of the thing. Basically, John Wayne Airport, they picked it up and destroyed it. So we want to conserve what we have of that.
Did this come from Brooks?
No.
Okay.
It came from
another source.
Yes. That word for humans.us that I've gotten several things from. I'm gonna have to talk to Brooks though. But something's going down. They don't want you to have it. So, speaking of horses, there is a little something that you can pick up at the feed store that's really effective for parasites. Might want to do that.
If you have any doubt that this government wants to kill you, please set it aside because you're being a fool.
I mean, the envelope, the letter, everything straight from the FDA.
Fucking bastards. What they did is completely illegal, but they'll get away with it because nobody will do anything about it.
And so I'm out the money, first of all.
And this is why very severe punishments to these people need to be executed.
So if you're going to send, let's say you were going to send something like that to somebody, you might want to put it in a book. You might want to put it in something else, Anyway, so we're conserving what we have. And I was going to go and get some more items, for like, I don't even know how to say it now. I feel like I'm being watched,
just
Amox. I was going to get some more Amox, but I got it through the same site. So
AMOG, AMOG, alpha male of the group. Yeah, you were going to get some more AMOGs. Yeah.
But no, I can't.
Interesting. That brings me to the last thing I was going to ask you about is what's going on with the story that 50 senators were issued satellite phones so they can communicate in the event of some sort of crisis. Is there something serious coming up that we have to be concerned about?
that went out and there were official news stories from that, but something about it doesn't feel like the absolute truth. So it either didn't just happen, or they're not satellite phones. Something about that is off. Okay. It's a precautionary measure. Whatever they received was given, and they're talking about like some kind of test. So should they?
I mean,
should the economy collapse? And people panic.
Phil said they're Q phones, which
probably
is new technology.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because you say it's satellite phone, and
that's not quite it. It's some other sort of communication method. So yeah.
I'm just not feeling 100% about the story. So there's something off about it.
Okay. How many people do we have in the stream? We have, about almost 550, 600 people in the stream today. That is pretty good for 10:39 a.m. on a Wednesday morning on Tell the Truth Wednesday. I think there's some things to be concerned about. I think you should stock up on everything. I think the people who did this need to go to prison, that worked at FDA, need to go to prison for 3 to 5 years for what they did, which is completely
and didn't
illegal.
just like, oh well, it never came. Sent me an official letter.
Yeah. So
I'm like, well, I probably can't do that again.
And really, some of them need to pay a much bigger price than going to prison, as an example to the others not to do that which is illegal. Okay.
They said something like it wasn't labeled RX and it wasn't under their standards.
They have no right to do this. It's a private purchase.
To intercept mail, isn't that
it's illegal?
A felony?
Yes, it's a felony. You should go to jail for years and years and years for that. Fuck. I'm so fucking pissed on your behalf. I can't tell you.
Well, I have what I need. I just like to have lots of what I need. That's just kind of what I do.
I am with you on that. Do not forget that these videos do get taken down almost as soon as the live stream is complete off of YouTube to avoid the YouTube censors. However, you can always go to mikebear.blogspot.com and pick them up, watch the shows, watch other videos, watch some of the cool Y-Files episodes, and mikebear.blogspot.com, or you can go directly to Rumble, sign up for a Rumble account, subscribe to Real News Live, and get everything straight up live on Rumble. And please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, cbdgurus.com, where you can get all kinds of cool products for your health. So, excuse me, simply go to the wholesale tab, select Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, Alien, and pick up this week's specials. They are wonderful people. They make great products. And a certain agency that starts with an F is probably going to try to kill this too, because they're helping so many people. And Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over on jenniferfalah.com today?
Well, same thing. We've got sales on lots of things, 30-minute readings, an hour reading, healing combos, all kinds of stuff you can get over there. People are really liking the past life reading. You know, this is I tend to do things to help you move forward in a positive direction. So the past life reading's been very interesting. Like,
where are they?
We're actually connecting to lives to figure out why it is you react a certain way in this life, why you like certain things. You know, we're really uncovering interesting information. And sometimes when you do, let's say for phobias or anything, or hang-ups, you know, sometimes you uncover that and you realize, well, that was really from a past life and you really don't have to have that now. They stop. So it's been fun on a psychological level. So get on over to jenniferfalah.com. I have gotten donations this week, and I did finally get some healing requests. So we're going to be giving those away today. And I asked for donations yesterday, and anybody that donated for that effort yesterday is one person that is going to be winning an hour reading, and we're going to announce that later. So
okay.
I do have some, because some people, if you donate $100, we put one in the pot, you get 2 free healings for yourself. Some people donated the whole thing, which is very nice. Thank you to everyone who donated. So I've got some in reserve for people who need free healings. And I've got some to announce today for winners, but I will be giving those away to people who comment on Telegram and need something for the rest of the week, and or privately. So thank you very much.
Okay. That is what is going on over at jenniferfalah.com. Right now, no whiskey and wisdom tonight. No, it's Mark's birthday. Thanks. I'm glad you're in here for your fix. Pam Patriot Noyes girl says, Jen, I did resend my email this morning. A little message for Jen.
Yes, I've seen you commenting on that all over the place. I will get to it.
Mike, great call with Mark this morning. Yeah, it was fun. Kukla put me up to that. She's a very cool person. Okay, Rick's got a bunch of new office chairs stuff. I need a new office chair myself. This one's old. Today's Mark's birthday. Happy birthday to Mark.
Yeah.
Yep, happy birthday, Mark. Mike, you don't look older than Mark. I didn't say I was older. I just said I was not. I said I was different. You know how old you are? You're as old as you can get away with. Hi, Jen, Mike, and Jen, mods, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. AJ Ferraria, hola from Miami. Love you, Mike and Jen. Hope it's the racist Miami, which all black people will be leaving Miami because the NAACP told them to. Did you hear that one?
Sure.
Today I put a new fitted sheet on my mattress in under 5 minutes. Now who's the man? You are, Rick. You are. Anytime a guy can do that. Today's also Cindy's 37th year anniversary. What the heck? Where did
nice. Good job, Cindy. Happy anniversary.
Okay, Jen, what happened to Dr. Rashid Buttar? Was he poisoned? He died a few days ago. I'd never heard of this guy until people started asking me, what did he die of? Was he killed? So do you get that he was killed, or did he take a vax, or was he an anti-vaxxer? I don't know what it was, but anything nefarious happened to Dr. Rashid Buttar.
He had a very bad infection. I want to say it's pretty close to like sepsis or something, or what is that? Very bad infection.
Yeah. Okay, Nadine Korn over on Rumble. Hi, Mike and Jen. My lower back has been killing me for quite some time. Using roll-on CBD, but it's still hurting. Am I just maybe overdoing it for an old lady? Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. What does Nadine need? Just rest, or?
What's her name again? Nadine what?
Nadine Korn.
Oh. It's inflamed. It's pinching a nerve. You're kind of out of place. Probably need a new bed. And what you're sitting on and what you're laying on is antagonizing this. Ask for free healing.
There you go.
I just got somebody comment back today that her husband was in so much pain. I love this stuff. I love to hear back. Anyway, where the hell is it? Here we go. Oh, Jen, this week you healed my husband's back. He was in tremendous pain, and we don't know what was causing it, but he was pain-free since. Thank you, Jesus. I love that.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hi, Jen. Cindy Shattuck here. I am so psyched to have my reading with you. So Cindy's looking forward to her reading. Kathy Hofer, last update from the Angels was I was to retire in the fall, last fall. That has passed. Is there an update on a possible timing on when Kathy Hofer will be able to retire? Kathy would like an update.
Well, we've been putting off the RV since the fall, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Readings are as of now. He said, just tell her shortly she needs to make a good solace decision herself.
There you go. Here we go again. Jen, I've had pain in my... Sherry wants to know, Jen, I've had pain in my right leg when I bend over. At first I thought blood clot, but now I think it's muscular. Can you look for me, please? That is Sherry.
That is really coming from the front side. Lower intestine area. I want to say it's your hip. So, it's either a hip or it's like deferred pain down the leg. So it's either a hip or a muscle right in there. So, might want to have it looked at.
Kim Coatney. Hi, guys. My dog Thor made a full recovery from an infection a month or two ago with your help. Lately, he's been panting and pacing. Is he just overheating, or do I need to take him back in? Thor.
I would take him back in. That is anxiety from pain reaction. So take him in.
Well,
Although our animals have been freaking out around here. Something's going on with the veil, because yesterday I had to cleanse the house. My daughter, who sees spirit with straight on, so sitting down in a room, and she goes, well, there's 2 spirits in my room, and they're looking at my dogs, and my dogs are growling and pinning their ears back, and everyone's freaking out. Can you get rid of them? So I got rid of them. Then my dog started freaking out, and there were 3 more. And, it was a crazy thing. Usually I see this kind of thing when there's some kind of vortex nearby. So I don't know what's going on with the energetic subway that these things travel on, that's arcing up above the ground. But right now, these ghosts look like they were from the 1930s or 40s.
Weird. Well, economic crash, Great Depression. So,
yeah.
By the way, did you did the healing on Taylor, the little Chihuahua, my ex-girlfriend Taylor's side? She got bit or something. She has a really bad infection on her side, but she is doing a little bit better. So thank you for that. I wanted to say thanks. Taylor's so cute, just the sweetest little dog. Melanie Lucas, good morning, Jen. We are in escrow on a rental property, and a little issue has come up. Are we going to get the property soon? Melanie Lucas wants to know.
Trying to get a time period. I can't. I keep hearing a week or a month, and it could be a week and a month. So I'm just hang in there. You're going to get it.
Okay. Tamara Pepper. Hi, guys. My beautiful granddaughter, Lily, age 13, is watching the show with me today. Be appropriate, Mike.
So
she wants to know if the angels have a special message for her.
Oh, let me see. You're going to grow up and you're going to do all the things that you dreamed of doing. You're a very special girl with a very big heart. Study hard. Don't listen to other people that don't really see you, Gabriel says.
That's great advice. Don't listen to other people except for the study hard part. Yeah. Study hard, but don't believe the BS they feed you in school sometimes. The Brunson case was supposed to happen yesterday and be announced today at 10 Eastern time, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Is there anything going on with that Brunson case, or are they just gonna do what they did with Carrie Lake and just blow it away again?
They're trying to blow that whole thing off. They're just trying to do everything they can to make it go away. I don't feel very confident about it.
Why did they let them bring it and encourage them to bring it if they were just going to blow it out of the water? I don't get it. I mean, so they can say
it's time after time they're showing that the courts are not working for the people. And so we've got the Carrie Lake, we've got all these things. We've got Trump always trying to use the courts. We've got the Brunson case. And so what they're going to do is they're going to, when people come, when we take over, the military does their thing, they're going to come back and say, why didn't you handle this through the courts? And why didn't you do that? And you're not doing it the American way. And then they're going to bring up all these cases and say, listen, we did.
We proved it all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Carrie Lake proved the fraud in her election. And, another corrupt Democrat judge just kicks it. And by the way, just so judges know, in case there's any watching, you should research what the penalty is for violating your oath as a judge to be impartial and follow the law. You should look it up.
Well, all of these Illuminati people, they get into this huge web of brothers who take care of each other, and they think, well, that's all right. You're always going to be protected. Nothing's going to happen to you.
Yeah. Well,
that's really not true anymore.
Yeah, until the law actually gets imposed. Mm-hmm. Robert Charles Zem, the 4th. My family of 15 will be bugging out to the family farm. We have IR, night vision, suppressors. Rate at your own risk. Please.
Right on. That's awesome.
Please.
That's all kinds of fun.
Jules in Maryland says, the young tellers of my credit union always note my account's been open for 52 years. Comical to see them do the math in their heads. That is pretty funny. Okay, so Where is that? Jen, do we have any time left, or do we have to do?
Got 6 minutes. We should reveal the winners.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, where are the winners? Let's see. Okay, I got them in 2 places. First off, the winner for donating $100 to get free readings, and you still also get your 2 free gift cards for yourself. Lori Betty has won an hour reading. That is $130 value.
Laurie or
LORIBEDI. Lori Betty. So email me and say, I want an hour reading and give me my 2 gift cards too. Okay, and so we didn't get a lot of requests. So like I said, I've got more to give away privately or in chat when I see it. Willard Snow, I need you to send me the information for Diana Olson Lorden. You won a free healing for her.
Willard Snow won the
yeah, Willard reading? Snow, email me.
Okay.
Layla, capital G and then E, for her mama.
Layla.
Constance Whitfield, just like it sounds. Healing for Ripley, her dog.
Kimberly Reck, her dog, a kitty was named Ripley that she healed with Ivan.
Fawn Leibowitz, just like it sounds.
Isn't Fawn Leibowitz? Isn't that like a name from a Woody Allen movie or something?
I think so.
Girlfriend.
Maybe that's why she did it.
Some Woody Allen.
Warrior Princess. And I don't think it's Marcy. Marcy's a warrior princess. Xena Warrior Princess. That's what we call Marcy. For her great aunt having back problems.
Okay.
Musical Fisherman. Another one for you, hun. Let's see. Lisa Olson for her Yorkie.
Oh.
And that is it for today.
Okay. So the winners are Lori Betty, Willard Snow, Layla G.E., Constance Winfield, Fawn Leibowitz, I think I spelled Leibowitz wrong, Warrior Princess, Musical Fisherman, and Lisa Olson. Okay. All right, Jen, anything else? You have a reading coming up here in a second. Guys, right now I'm planning on doing a Friday show with the boys. It's going to be frustrating because we'll have to wait and see. But Jen, do you think, 29th, Memorial Day, let's look for something. I know the markets are going to be closed. It's not going to be financial necessarily in terms of the markets. Maybe the markets will crash on Friday.
The information that I got is that the 29th is a good day for good news. We'll see what that good news is. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Have fun. Get out in the sun and have fun with your family. We will be doing another drawing next Wednesday. I'll be posting about that. If you're not on my Telegram, get over to Philosophy on Telegram. Mm-hmm. Follow me there, and join the chat. We're always giving out prayers and talking about everything in that chat. And if you need anything, there's all kinds of people there to help you.
Root for an American to win the Indianapolis 500. That's always an important thing on Memorial Day weekend. Get on over to brooksagnew.blog/immunization to get that stuff that they don't want you to have. And if they don't want you to have it, there's a meme out there of an Indian with a gun, and it's like, I don't know, an Apache or something, or anyway, Sitting Bull or something, and it says, if the government tells you don't need a gun, you need a gun. If the government's telling you don't need this medicine, you need this medicine. Okay. Just going to let you know that. Also, don't forget, thanks again. I got some contributions. I've got a love button too. Cash App $MBARA33 and Zelle MBARA33 at msn.com. See you guys probably Friday. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. I may choose to take Friday off if something else happens compelling. But don't forget that. New Y-Files episode tomorrow. I had nothing to do with it. It's crop circles, I think. It's going to be fun. It's bound to be fun if it's crop circles. Did you know that they're not letting us write Hecklefish jokes anymore? I'm so bummed.
Why? Did you bomb?
Well, because some people have been writing so many bad Hecklefish jokes that it's not me, but other people, that it's it's overwhelming AJ, so he can't deal with it. But
yeah,
I think I'm going to sneak my Hecklefish jokes in there anyway. So.
Last thing I want to do is I want to publicly thank Uncle Ron for his generosity.
Yes, thank you, Ron, very much.
We love you, Ron.
Ron, you changed your name in Telegram, so I wasn't sure if I was dealing with the Ron or a different Ron. But thank you, Ron, for your generosity, and I can assure you that will all go to good causes. It will absolutely go to good causes. Not just me, at the Bellagio by the pool with a little drink with an umbrella in it. It will go to better causes than that. So not that that's a bad cause.
That's definitely going to happen. All right. That's definitely going to happen. I think we'll all be by the Bellagio pool at the Bellagio.
We have to manifest that. We have to make the Bellagio the official hotel of our
that's my favorite.
The philosophy get together. Well,
that's where it has to be.
I think I've stayed at every other hotel in Vegas. I've never stayed at the Bellagio, so I think it's about time.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's.
Have they renovated the rooms? I understand they renovated the rooms.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to go and get a fountain view. So, all right, guys, love you. Thanks for being here, Jen. You haven't been called yet, so you're doing good. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. If we don't see you on Friday, for those of you that like the Friday show, I'm planning on it, but don't count on it. I may change my mind and decide to just drink all weekend. And no show on Monday with me and Jen. We're probably going to do a pickup show on Tuesday for an hour or so. Probably. Just depends on the news. I mean, we all want to get our news, right? So it'd be
it may not be at the same time. Let me see.
Different time?
That sucks. Maybe an evening if we can.
All right. Yeah.
I'm booked till 5 or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do something. All right, guys. Unless, of course, something really exciting happens on Monday, and I may just go solo. Jen will be on the lake drinking margaritas, so that's not going to happen.
I don't drink.
Okay. All right, guys. Love you. We'll see you soon. Thank you, and have a great one.